everybody, it is Calxiyn here. If you guys enjoy this video, why are my hands like this? Like, hi!
No!
Anyway, that's a reference to our last video if you guys didn't see it. But this is the last, I think, of the fan-made... Hello? Of the fan-made World of Remnant.
Share.
Okay, whatever. And so, this was a paid Patreon request from Diego. Did I tell them to follow me on Twitter and all that stuff? Did we just not get there?
I think you did this
it
and
doesn't
everything.
matter. Like, everything just fell apart because I flubbed my words in the last World of Remnant. But yeah, this is the last one. The last one was very interesting, like very mafia-y, a little strange.
Broad. They're better when they're specific.
It was interesting, I think, because it's like, yeah, that's something that we'll probably see, hopefully, in Volume 7, is other families that are basically, I don't want to say royalty, but very rich downtown Abbey-ish situation where it's like, anyway. But yeah, so this should be fun, because this is the last one. Did you hear that? I heard like a water drop.
No, it's the music.
Oh, it's a
It's like a steel drum.
This is, okay.
Years upon years ago, a descendant of the Crystal King came to the jungles of southern Vacuo from its deserts.
I like this girl's accent.
There
Hello.
he established one of the first precursors of the Hunter Academies all around Remnant today, albeit focusing more on combat and not the research of semblances and dust.
I wasn't aware that
the king never referred to himself as a king,
I mean, they teach you how to
but
use
his followers did.
at...
These followers formed an organization known as the Adalna. At the beginning, the Adalna was focused on two things only: the gathering of knowledge from across Remnant, and the protection of the city of Ranslate in which the Hunter School was located.
I like the music.
All that changed after the Great War.
After the Fire Nation attacked.
With the enlistment of many good soldiers and fighters, Ranslate suffered as all the other cities in Remnant did. Grim attacks rose, drawn from the citizens left at home fearing for their husbands, fathers, sons, and brothers in the war. Bandits from outside the cities also began taking advantage of their defenselessness. The Adalna began taking drastic measures to defend Ranslate, enacting curfews, tightening security, and becoming uncharacteristically hostile to anyone not from Ranslate. The first new leader of the Adalna that was chosen during the time of the Great War was a woman named Verbena, a ruthless, middle-aged killer.
Cool!
Rumor says she was a pirate once, and her deeds don't disprove it. She was merely a traveler at the time who was trapped there by the war, but she proved capable in fighting back bandits that set their sights on the town. She joined the Adalna, and eventually, with her leadership, they went on a hunt that brutally crippled the bandits of Vacuo, forcing them into the desert wilds. With her at the helm, they made short work of the Grim as well, slaughtering all they could find. As the war drew to a close in the Vacuo campaign, she ordered the Adalna had to retreat back to Ranslate. It was then discovered that she was a wanted criminal from Vale. But that did not matter. She had saved Ranslate from Grim and bandits. And so, she was awarded the seat of the leader of the Adalna.
I support her.
Okay.
As a result of the war, the Adalna's reputation changed from that of scholars and defenders to merciless killers.
Maybe I don't know
this
if that
reputation
was a good idea.
drew in more and more individuals of questionable backgrounds, seeking only the thrill of combat or asking to hire the Adalna to perform assassinations for political or personal gain. Verbena did not mind either. She was used to blood money, and soon, the Adalna would have to become used to it too.
I like how her chair is floating. Oh, it's getting
Over the next 80 years, the Adalna's purpose was lost, now existing in Ranslate as a glorified mob with which to contract murders. Still, Ranslate looked to the Adalna to protect its borders from bandits, and the Adalna delivered, albeit with far more prejudice than necessary.
So they're almost
For
like
this, the government of Ranslate turned a blind eye, and the Adalna's members still wear an embarrassingly weak illusion of nobility. And it is this nobility that blinds its future. You might not believe it, but Verbena soon enough found a husband, a swordsmith named Adalna.
Why would no one
The man their daughter Rosemary was wed to became the next leader of the Adalna. This man, Vibrante Upsdelia, was personally trained by Verbena to lead this new, darker, and more violent Adalna. She
feel
filled
like there
his
was
mind
something
with
in the
illusions
background
of
her
duty
recording
and
that made it
nobility.
into-
True
Also,
at some
that
point
woman
in
looks like
history,
the
of
girl
course,
from,
but
Naruto.
certainly not anymore. She deluded him with the images of the Adalna that she single-handedly destroyed. And she passed away, and so did Adamai. The Adalna beginning is lost, and its end had begun 80 years ago.
Okay. Is that it?
I think that's it.
I'm like, I wonder though if we watched the Astaire project, if we would understand how all this is connected.
But no.
Because is it? Like,
don't
is the
think
Lovestead
it is.
person connected to the Astaire girl and like all that? You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
are they all? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
I don't think they're.
I thought they
think
made
they're
like a
very
team or
unrelated.
something like at the end of
No.
Astaire. I thought that was the whole.
Also, the people
point.
saying that this is better world building than RWBY has done are just no. That's not true. But
Yikes! I mean, I like the ideas and the concepts. Obviously,
I mean, the ideas
You
are
know.
very interesting. The society. how,
yeah, like a scholar society. You know what I mean? Like all that
or
is
not
very.
even that. Just like how, just I suppose that they're very similar. This society was very similar to Raven's bandits.
I
The
guess
Raven's
so.
bandits are not considered as like a legitimate government, but like imagine in a more lawless place,
Yeah.
a remnant, something like this became a legitimate government.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
that'd be interesting.
for me, I think it's like it's all sort of the ideas that I'm like. I wish that we just knew more about RWBY's world in that sense, like all the history that's not really important to the show. Like, does anybody really care who the privileged families of like Atlas are and like all of that? You know what I mean? And so it's sort of like oh, like this family does the jewelry industry. Like most people aren't gonna care about that, so it's sort of like, but I care. I care
It's
about
kind
that.
of like it's
And I
that
care
Game
about-
of Thrones
yeah.
deep lore shit.
And I care about the random like scholar society and all that stuff, you know. And so it's like I wish that they would go sort of, I don't want to say the extra mile because you know
They've gone several miles.
they've gone, you know, a couple, but I wish that like RWBY would go the extra mile of sort of doing that deep history. Because when you think about it, the deepest history that we've got it, like, you know, Salem's hello. There's just two random like needles or something, like some sort of staples like that were in my sock. Anyway, and so when you think about it, right, like Salem's backstory is the furthest history of the world. So I'm not saying that RWBY didn't go deep, right? Because like with Salem and Ozpin, they went deep. They went to the history of the world before the world as we know it, if that makes sense, right? Because obviously after the snap, the world sort of restarted, but it's more of like the history in between the big moments that I care about, right? Because obviously the big moments in history are when the gods were there,
The Great War.
when the gods left, right? The Great War, Salem and Ozpin's time of ruling, right? And now,
The recent
basically,
events,
in the
yeah.
recent events. And so it's like there's stuff in between those things, like society that were there before the Great War and all of that stuff that I think would be fun and important to.
But I feel like
Look
when
at.
the lore needs to have meaning, it can't just be
Why?
useless.
Why does it need to have meaning?
I
I want
don't
the
know.
useless lore. I want to know what Maria's astrology sign is. Like, I just want to know all that
Oh, well,
random
the
stuff.
astrology sign stuff is
You
fun.
understand what I'm saying?
I know what it
But
means.
that's what it has to. It could just be for fun,
I
right? Because
guess.
these are just for fun.
I guess, but
You
then
know?
you have to understand that you're also a bigger RWBY fan than most.
I guess.
So maybe it's just,
But-
does it
I
serve
don't
the story or is it just you nerding out?
I want people should nerd out. That's how life should be. I don't know. Anyways,
I dug the accent.
I appreciate
It was
the
weirdly,
accent,
I
too.
don't know what actual accent, and I'm gonna use, once again, Game
I
of
think
Thrones.
it was either Italian or sort of. I don't
Yeah.
want to say Spanish, but like
Kind of. It sounds
European,
like Oberyn Martell's accent from
like
Game of
Southern
Thrones.
European, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, I get you.
And so
I
yeah.
dug it. You can, no, it's a very impressive fan project.
Yeah,
I wonder, like, to what extent has Miles and people like that seen these?
I don't know.
That would
It's-
be an interesting thing to
I mean,
sit them down
Miles
and
would
force
tell
them
you
to
that
watch.
their lawyers say that they've never seen these.
Probably.
So, we'll kind of never know, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Maybe
So,
years later, who knows?
Maybe. I hope you guys had fun. And we will see you guys later. Bye. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I'm just going to take a moment here to thank our patrons over on Patreon and our Discord server moderators who are a part of our community. Help CalPals at the $2 tier get exclusive access to our CalPals community Discord server, exclusive access to our video scripts, exclusive access to schedules, updates, polls, the live podcast, and the chat to ask questions for our monthly Q&A. They also get the name feature at the end of every video. There's also a special reward. At the beginning of every month, CalPals will be able to vote for me to watch the first episode of whatever anime or cartoon that they want. This encourages us to watch some cool new anime that you guys may want us to see, or maybe you just want us to watch like the first episode of some crazy like quirky anime where we never like react to the entire series, but you guys are just like, wow, this is like so weird and so crazy, I just want to see them react to the first episode. The Calterpillars at the $5 tier have access to all previous rewards, and they also have access to our videos a week in advance early access, so that's a week early before they are released onto YouTube. And there's also a special reward. Patrons at this tier will get access to an exclusive reaction series that'll be posted for patrons and patrons only. It will not be public to YouTube until after it's finished and another Patreon exclusive series has started. So basically, the patrons get their own anime reaction series of whatever anime that they vote for, and it's just for them. It won't be on YouTube, so it's totally for patrons and to the benefit of all of the wonderful patrons who support us at this tier. The Cal Peons have access to all previous rewards, exclusive access to our videos as soon as they're ready, and so in the past this has been, say, 14 days, so 2 weeks in advance, sometimes 30 days in advance, so like a month early, sometimes they've been 60 days in advance, so imagine getting to watch the videos on our channel basically 2 months before anyone else, because it does happen depending on how much Hunter and I pre-record in advance. They also have the ability to invite one of their friends into the Discord server without them needing to pledge on Patreon, so if you have a friend that loves the cartoons that we react to, or the anime we react to, or, the video games, cartoons, and anime we do discussion videos on, you can bring them as a part of our community without them having to need to pledge. But they also get a special reward, and this is 3 video tickets. So these can be used to request videos. 1 ticket equals 10 minutes, so if you guys have seen, we've done a lot of shipping video requests, we've done a lot of reaction requests that say pay Patreon video in the brackets, and so those are videos that patrons have used their tickets on to get us to do for them. The Calzones have access to the Calzone, which is a special reward for this tier that I'll explain in a moment, but they get access to all previous rewards. They get 6 video tickets, which would be long enough for, say, 2 anime episode reactions, or 6 10-minute videos, so 6 shipping videos, for example, 6 discussion videos if they're all 10 minutes long, and they also have the ability to invite 2 of their friends into the Discord server without them needing to pledge on Patreon. And they will also get access to the VIP chat since they are a VIP, and so that is where the Calzone comes in. The Calzone is our VIP text chat on Discord. We also do a monthly VIP-only voice call. Let's just take a small break here to thank the moderators on my Discord server. So they obviously help out a lot with moderating and setting up events for the community and just being, generally good parts of the community to have around. So I just wanted to include this little bit in between all the patrons to just sort of thank them for their work, thank them for helping out in my community, and all that sort of stuff. The Caltalists have access to all previous rewards, 15 video tickets, the ability to add me as a friend on Discord so I can go ahead and make a private group chat with them so they have direct private access to us, the ability to invite 3 of their friends onto the Discord server without them needing to pledge on Patreon. Those friends will also get access to the VIP chat as well, and their special reward is auto-hosting their live streams on my Twitch and being able to promote their videos in the Discord server. The Catastrophes have access to all previous rewards, 30 video tickets, access to my private Instagram, Snapchat, and a private group with just Hunter and I. They have the ability to invite 5 of their friends into the Discord server without them needing to pledge over on Patreon, and those friends will also get access to the VIP chat since at the $100 tier you are of course a VIP. For the special reward, we would make videos and collaborate together, so we could write the script together, record the lines together, edit and post the video on my channel. They would be sort of credited, and all of their links would be posted in the description and all of that normal stuff that you would expect from a collaboration like this. But obviously it is a very special project because it would be, you know, from a patron, it would be sort of a community project, and that's why it's one of my favorite special rewards. So again, one big thank you to all the patrons over on Patreon who help keep the channel alive. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.